Hi guys, today we're going to be learning about something called a Dala horse. A Dala horse is a wooden carved horse that comes from Sweden. Although they're very popular in a lot of Scandinavia, you might even see them in Norway and Denmark in their gift shops and things like that. So the Dala horse is a symbol of Sweden. The reason it's called a Dala horse is because it was originally made in the Dalarna region of Sweden. So Dalarna, Dala. They've been around for a very long time and originally were kind of a byproduct of furniture makers who would make them as toys, and they just became very popular. And now they're sold all over Sweden and other Scandinavian countries. The Dala horse is a good luck symbol. They used to be considered a status symbol and they were very highly valued to be in someone's home. However, now they can be for anybody. Now in Sweden and other Scandinavian countries, they're given traditionally as gifts for life celebrations, such as a graduation or a wedding or something like that. So I'm going to show you today how to draw your own Dala horse. They're pretty simple to draw. The shape is kind of plain and smooth and there's not a whole lot to it. The patterns is what's really fun. I will show you how to make this pattern you see on this one. This is pretty traditional to what Dala horses look like, but of course you can make it any patterns or designs that you want. So what you want to do is go get your drawing supplies and let's get started. All right, to start off our Dala horse, we're gonna do the ear first, which is kind of like a rounded triangle or arrow shape. We want to do it close to the left side of our paper so we have room for the rest of the body. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw this little rounded triangle shape, and it's kind of tilted in that direction. Then we're going to work on the face, which is kind of short and stubby. So right here, you're going to do a little diagonal line, not too long, and then it's going to angle down a little ways. Then the snout of the horse is just kind of like a slightly curved line like this. And we want to have another angled line that ends about there. So it's a very blocky face. It's not much like a real horse. So it's a little bit more simple to draw than that. Then we're going to do this back of the neck and head, which is actually kind of wide compared to a real horse. So it's a little bit cartoonish. You're going to start right here and make a line that goes out and then curves down like that. It can end about the same height as where this mouth ended, or the snout rather. Now we're going to switch over and do the front of the body and that front leg. So we're going to have this angle a little bit like that. And this should be lower than the back of the head or the neck. And then it's going to just kind of go straight up and down like that. The bottom of the hoof is curved, and then it goes straight up and then angles out just a little bit like that. So you want to make sure that there is space between this and this. If this is super close to this, then your horse's body is going to be really skinny. So make sure there's space there. Now I'm going to draw this little belly, and see it's a little bit curved. So I make a curved line like that. And then for the top of the body, it curves down just a little tiny bit and then back up for the back of the horse. And then we're just going to finish with the back leg. So we'll start here. You're going to curve and then go kind of straight up and down and end about the same height as that leg. And then this side is going to just kind of go straight up and down, maybe a little bit of a curve so it gets smaller at the bottom, and then the curve for the bottom of the hoof. So we already have the shape for our Dala horse here all done. Now I'm going to show you how to add some of these decorations. Of course, you can make any decorations you want. On this one, I chose to go with more traditional Swedish designs that would normally be on the Dala horse, or more Scandinavian designs rather. You can do whatever you want, but if you want to do some of these Scandinavian designs on your horse, then follow with me. So first we'll do this flower and these kind of ropey looking lines. I think this is meant to look sort of like a saddle, because I notice a lot of Dala horses have this pattern on it. So I think that's really what it's supposed to represent. On kind of the middle of the back, you're gonna do 1, 2, 3 curved lines like that. And then starting off of this first curved line here, you're going to do curved line, curved line. See how it's almost like you're making a circle, but you're just leaving that empty. And then you're just gonna keep doing that until you get all the way to the front of the horse. Okay, and then I'll do the same down here. Curved line, until I get to the bottom. So there's that pattern. Now for all this here, that's meant to look like a bridle on the horse, but it's very illustrative and not like a realistic one. So I think it's really fun. What you're gonna do first is 2 curved lines right there. And then we're gonna make this big swoop. So starting kind of in the middle, you can make 2 lines, and then we'll start with the top one. It's gonna swoop down and then back up and end just a little before the back of the head. And then as we do this one, try to have the swoop get bigger at one point and then get smaller again for there. And then we'll do this last part here. You're gonna start right at the back of the ear and have it angle 2 lines and ends up with a little point underneath. And then there's 2 little rectangles here. Now this one's kind of random, but if you want to know how to do it, I will show you right now. You're going to do 1, 2, 3 curved lines, and then just kind of trace next to it to make it bigger. And then some more on the bottom, however many you need to kind of go around the edge of the horse's mane. And then in here, I did kind of like a swooped line and like a few little jagged lines that I later filled in with colors. One last thing I added is inside this flower on the back, I did do 2 more petal shapes, which are just 2 curved lines with a point. And of course you can add any extra designs with your marker or Sharpie if you have it. I'm gonna add a few designs in black before I start coloring. Okay, and now I'm ready to add my color. Of course you can make it any colors you want. Traditionally, Dala horses are normally red, but you can make it whatever colors you want. I'm gonna go with similar colors to this one, but just in different placements. So I'm gonna take blue, and I'm gonna do blue for most of the horse. And then I'm gonna use reds and greens to fill in the other areas. So if you wanna kind of follow how I color mine in, you can, or you can just have fun coloring it any way you want. Alright, and I'm all finished coloring in my second Dala horse. I think they both look really cool, and I'd love to see the way that you chose to color yours in. Alright guys, I hope you had fun making your Dala horses with me. If you made one, I would love to see how it turned out, so send me a picture or something like that. But I will see you guys next time for our next video. Bye!